You know, sometimes there's good things coming out of this place, sometimes not so good. But this is when the workers actually won one, and they won a big one. Over 4 years, over 80,000 people have taken advantage of this program. When you have to choose between your job and a loved one, that's not fair, and it's not right. My own story, I had a daughter who was in a neonatal unit for 75 days. And you know, people have family, and family's there to help, but they have families too. And after a while, you find yourself, you and your wife, working shifts 24 hours a day. We had a son. And I was fortunate because I had an employer that cared enough. I worked for a union that worked with me. Not everyone has that good fortune. And when I watched couples in that hospital and the stress that they were dealing with, because, look, I got to take care of my kid, but if I don't, I'm going to lose my job. This is something where the good guys actually won.
Senator Sweeney talked about the family pressures that were on him to help somebody at the beginning of life. And I had the experience to help somebody at the end of life. And I always think I'm going to get through this without my voice cracking. I never do. But if I had been in a job that I was not able to stay with my husband the last few weeks of his life, I don't know what I would have done. I was an assemblywoman, so I was able to just leave and not worry about anything. And for anybody who is in that position, whether the joy of the beginning of life or the sorrow and joy of the end of life, people who really believe in family values, this is what they believe in.
It took a lot of different people, obviously our Senate President and Majority Leader, and I have to give so much credit to Assemblyman Albano. I was an Assemblywoman at that time. He did a phenomenal job in the Assembly getting this bill through. And I just think it took a lot of people. It's these bills that improve the quality of life that you think the most about. I mean, I think of some of the bills I've been part of over the years, and that's where I've gotten my most gratification. So this one certainly is at the top of the list. Thank you.
I just worked with two individuals within this past month who called me personally, not only to ask for assistance on how to work with family leave, but also to thank myself and to pass the thanks on to the Senate President for what we did in their dire need and their rough moments in their life. And one of them was dealing with a newborn child. And this young man told me that it was probably the most valuable 4 weeks that he ever spent in his life, spending it with his newborn child.
You know something, we've done some really good things in New Jersey to make New Jersey a welcoming place, and I use the term again, family values. We heard stories today from the beginning of life to the end of life. And I'm proud that we all played a part and that the advocates in this room played a part. And Gabriel, you have been so well behaved, you're going to get the first piece of cake. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. I hope you enjoy the refreshments.